Let's go!
Which team will assemble next? We have to start breaking this down. Yeah, I think Silver Surfer's gonna make it. I actually do. The trailer has Silver Surfer's board as an avatar item. What? And the Infinity Gauntlet. Huh. So are these the only X-Men that are going to be in it? Yes. The next best chance you're going to get is that Doctor Doom is going to represent team villains. There could be like Magneto or something. They might do a weird pull and do like Apocalypse or some shit. And I am bummed out that Jubilee or Nightcrawler are not going to make it. So with that information, we can kind of start figuring out how this stuff is going to go. I'm going to pull up the previous tier list and we're going to use that as reference and example. What is Spider-Man going to be leading? Just Spider-Man characters? You think that's all going to be Spider-Man characters specifically? I don't think they'll do that with a 20 character roster. That seems like sabotage. That'd be like adding 4 Fantastic Four characters. Iron Man definitely is going here with Cap. That makes a lot of sense. I guess it also makes sense that Kamala was an Avenger? Kamala with Spidey as young Avengers. Okay. Yeah, Avengers and Young Avengers. I can see that. And this version of Ghost Rider isn't a weird galactic shithead, is he? Midnight Suns. Okay. Blade goes under Midnight Suns? That definitely could happen. Is Star-Lord a Midnight Sun? But it does make sense to put Star-Lord on the Ghost Rider team. Or does it? Chat, no, there ain't no Guardians of the Galaxy because we have our theorized teams. Storm was X-Men, Spider-Man, Cap, Doom, Ghost Rider. Doom can be Guardians, yeah. If we start relegating Doom to being in something else with like the Guardians or something like that, like weird space magic shit, you know what that does? That eliminates team villains. I'm really hoping that's not the case. We need at least 4 bad guys, straight up. I think Star-Lord's inclusion is the one that's messing my brain up. Does it make sense him being down here? New Avengers? Cap's team is team leaders. I mean, it could be. It's almost guaranteed that Rocket's in this bitch. I mean, he goes with Star-Lord, but that team doesn't make any sense. Maybe Ghost Rider's Cosmic Ghost Rider, but it's not. It's Robbie Reyes. It's LA guy. X-Men, seemingly Team Avengers. Spider-Man represents probably not Team Spider Web Warriors, probably not. Ain't no way you're having like 4 Spider-Man characters in a 20 character roster, probably not. Like Team Street characters, Team New York or something like that, that could work. Punisher could go in there too, maybe. Doom, we're hoping, represents team villains. And then Ghost Rider, I don't know, because he's like Team LA or some shit. Yeah, Team NYC still gets Venom. Let's fill in the obvious ones as we come to some deductions. Venom is team villains. You forget that Venom is not a villain anymore in modern Marvel, my dude. They could make him one, I guess, but he's like an anti-hero now. He's been that for a very long time. Here's an interesting thing to think about. If you're looking at the costume selection they got going on here, we're looking at 90s era Storm, and then obviously very classic references to Iron Man and Cap. These are coming across as, oh, these are OG Avengers. That's where my ass is like, okay, so this team, in my opinion, is OG Avengers. So who goes under OG Avengers? You have to start thinking of like Hulk. And if Hulk doesn't make it there, I don't know, man. I feel like Hulk and Wolverine are just given. I think there's going to be a much more equal parity of male to female fighters. I have to start thinking of that, where it's like, okay, so is that just Black Widow? Thor is also a possibility. Right, no, Thor is a possibility, but people would definitely prefer Hulk over Thor. Oh, it's right in front of our faces. And I think it was actually teased. You literally saw the Captain Marvel star. It was like drawn in. Right there. It's not a direct confirmation, but it also makes a lot of sense. It could be Star-Lord too. It could be. I'm gonna put my presumption as this. I'm not feeling great about it, but it's starting to make sense to me. Blade, I like Blade a lot. Like, I really think Blade's gonna be in this game. It's just finding out how does it make sense. If what they're talking about with the current team distribution makes sense with Blade, then I guess Blade and Ghost Rider makes a lot of sense. I don't know how this team is coming together or what the theming is going to be. It feels right. Was Star-Lord a Midnight Sun? Who else is a Midnight Sun that can be put into there? That is a good point. Danger probably means no Ultron. I mean, here's one that I think everyone's sort of like on mad copium right now. That if Doctor Doom is representing team villains, that this is where Magneto gets stuck in. Thanos is one of the villains. This is already teased, not direct confirmation, but that shit is teased right there. And where does Silver Surfer go? I mean, I think we see the spot where this could be. It's probably down here. How does this team make any sense though? Does this make any fucking sense? Are they just gonna stick Silver Surfer in as a villain? The last team is weird. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, where the fuck would Doctor Strange go? Team New York? That actually kind of makes sense. Strange is a Midnight Sun. So we're saying Robbie Reyes, Star-Lord, Blade, and Doctor Strange. Let's just get rid of this guy. And Doctor Strange fit Midnight Suns. This is the issue. Where the hell does Star-Lord go? If he's not a Midnight Sun, where the hell does this guy go? He's in the game. I hope this is a rug pull. I actually do. This is not who actually the team leaders are. It's just random characters. And then who's going to be the actual leader of other teams? That could change. Because right now, Star-Lord is throwing everything off. Could Doctor Doom be Team Illuminati? I don't know, man. I just don't want that. I really want there to be 4 bad guys. Things might not make sense. So I think we just have to start filling in shit that I just feel is going to be what happens. Punisher under Team Street Dudes. I'm doing everything I possibly can to logic Magneto into the game so we can get another X-Men. I'm bending over backwards, dude. Scarlet Witch would be really okay. Dark Phoenix is right there. Yeah. I think this is the final character and everyone's gonna be happy. It was that. That's the last character, according to chat. That's the last character that goes here. The champion is actually referenced in NYC stages. People have theorized it since early builds. Yeah. That image offended me. I do not envy Marvel and or Arxis having to make a 20 character roster in the year 2026. And this isn't even what I want. Again, as a reminder, this is not what I want. This is where like my logic brain is leading towards based on this team evaluation stuff. I don't think we can judge the entire roster being one way based on a couple of like not the most safe pulls. If you had an entire roster of very unsafe characters, like half of the roster, 10 characters, you get Street Fighter 3. Exactly. Yeah, they want to focus on characters not in Marvel vs. Capcom games, but there's a ton of characters that are not in Marvel vs. Capcom games. Could be relatively like normal picks, like Daredevil as an example. I'm not saying the roster is necessarily good, nor do I agree with any of the picks. This has definitely caused conversations that lead to mystery, where the next trailers, I am going to be genuinely curious, fascinated by like what they're doing and how they're doing it. So that's good. I'm much more excited about character reveals now than I was before, just based on the fact that like the X-Men picks were kind of weird. Wolverine was a gimme, but dude, they went with the not X-Men. That's the point of their story, is that they're like the misfit X-Men at the moment. Makes me wonder when they reveal the next team, if they do end up going with 2 relative rug pulls, then wow, they are going to do 10 normal Marvel characters and 10 more rug pulls. That would be crazy. This is a copium of mine. I want team villains, dude. I really do. You would also think that they would want to do something weird and different, something that actually adds to it instead of being a thing that is just established. Android 21. They added a Dragon Ball character to Dragon Ball fandom, but it doesn't need to be like a completely original character. It could be an existing character that's twisted. Ultron Sigma was also a thing that they did. I think Evil Scarlet Witch fits pretty well. Now that we're thinking about it, I think I'm back to that. I think that's where I'm gonna end this argument right here and just make a call. I'm not feeling great about this. I almost feel that they don't want to give us all the information available. What is available in the trailer cannot be a direct representation of exactly how things are going to go. And these could be just things that are throwing us off. In the same way that lobby shit could also just be lobby shit, you know? We'll come back to this roster expectation as we get to like try to predict where this stuff is going. This will be our predictions for now. Do I agree with it? No, this is not exactly what I want. My biggest hopium at the moment is that Doom is going to represent team villains. I really hope that's the case, man. And they do like a rug pull and all of a sudden Scarlet Witch is a bad guy.